Welcome, and I'm gonna do something I just said in my last video that I wasn't gonna do because apparently that's what I do now. I do things I say I'm not gonna do. Here before me, I have my sister's puzzle, a 5,000 piece puzzle, and how I'm gonna be able to show you all eventually, I don't know, but we'll figure it out, hopefully. And if I don't, well, it's gonna get weird. It usually does, so it's fine. I have done this puzzle and I'm sitting on the floor, so, this is a puzzle from Educa. It's my sister's puzzle. I have done it once before, which is how this thing happened. My dad made this for me. It has a tiny little border on the bottom on most of one side, so the pieces won't fall off. The top part and that side do not have the tiny little edge. But the puzzle is called Dolphin Kingdom. And my sister has apparently made sure that all the edge pieces is in a little bag. And it's been years since I've done it, but as I said, I've done it once before. Here is the picture. And yeah, I said I wasn't going to do it yet because I don't have a dining room table, which means I'm sitting on the floor, which means my legs will be falling asleep at some point. I will not be enjoying that, but what don't you do for a puzzle sometimes? Right? I don't know. I needed some, I wouldn't say I needed some distraction, but I needed some inside stuff because although the weather is decent today, it's gonna rain all day tomorrow, and I cannot work outside then. Oh, technically I could, but I don't like getting wet, and I don't like getting cold. And usually when I get wet, I get cold. So I'm gonna try to stay inside. How many videos you will be getting from this puzzle, I don't know. But it's totally nice to have all the edge pieces in one bag. That means I don't have to look through everything. Will I be doing some sorting of the other things? Considering the fact that it's 5,000 piece puzzle, I probably should. Whether it will actually happen or not, that is potentially a completely different thing. But I will start with this. Oh dear, I did not remember that. Well, that's gonna be interesting. I wonder if, and the oh dear part is gonna be hard to show you. Regular pieces are either, oh, you're so far away. Are either these ones with 2 ins or these ones with 2 outs. But this puzzle also have, okay, how do we do this? Like this? Can you see it better now? But it has a regular in there, and that one is not, you're way too far away. You have to zoom in. Can you zoom in? I don't know. But it's not like other things would stick. This will not stick together. So that's gonna be interesting. And also, because the last puzzle I did mostly without you. But I kind of want to do this whole puzzle with you, which means, it's going to be a lot of videos because 5,000 pieces, it's going to take a lot of time. I really want to try to do a live, but I've never done it before, so that will be, well, I mean, it would be interesting, and it probably wouldn't, I have no idea how to set up those kind of things, so will it happen? I don't know. I think I mentioned it probably a couple of years ago that, oh, I would love to do a live. Has it happened yet? No. So yeah, it's a very blue-green puzzle. And I don't have ceiling lights in this room. Maybe at some point in the future, I may have that. Maybe not. Who knows? But I can only do this in daylight. It's now evening, so I don't know how. Luckily, we're going towards summer, which means it's a lot of light anyway. If it had been winter, I would not have been able to do this. At least not this late at night. It's not late, but like, you know, I kind of like to go to bed early. So for me, it's not late yet. But, you know, eventually. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Just listen to me chat and watch me do a puzzle. And I'm thinking maybe next time you'll... I don't know. I don't... The problem with right now, I'm filming on my phone. I don't have a camera, so I can't like edit the footage because I have no idea how to do that on my phone, and that sounds like a hassle. I prefer using my computer for stuff, not my phone. So yeah, a lot of things. Also just flipping all these pieces, and I'm sitting like with my arms up high, so I have a feeling my neck is not going to be very happy with me. Maybe I'll need like a tiny little chair to sit on. But if I do that, I'm going to sit like it folded in half. So I don't think my back would be happy about that. It's a struggle. But, you know, I enjoy doing my puzzles. So I just have to do them little by little. And this isn't even mine. But I've technically been borrowing it from my sister for almost 2 years now. Because at first, when I was going to borrow it, she forgot to bring it. She lives several hours away from me. And she forgot to bring it when I had time. And then when she did bring it, I was about to sell my house and move. I ended up moving in with my parents for 10 months, and there was not really a good space anywhere there to have such a big puzzle laid out for a long period of time, so it didn't happen. And I have lived in this house now for almost 11 months. Oh my God, I'm closing in on a year here already. It feels insane, like that long. I know a year isn't really long, but the fact that I've been here in my new place for that long feels weird, unusual, unbelievable. I'm not fully sure, but I don't know. I found one corner. I should probably been looking for those while I was flipping. Anyway, but the fact that I've lived here for like, I'm closing in on a year. That's, yeah, it feels insane. And now that I'm seeing this puzzle, oh, it's gonna take me a while. It's gonna be a hard one. I can tell. There's so much of the same color. Oh my Lord. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see. Well, I put the first two pieces together. That's a good start. Woohoo! Oh my Lord. Well, I'll figure it out. I mean, it's a puzzle. You're meant to be able to figure it out. It's gonna take me a long time. It's gonna take me a while. Even now I have to push the box because of the lighting. So that's gonna be another interesting part of it. Lighting. Yeah. Anyway, last time, oh, they did not work. Last time I talked to you guys, I told you there were two things I were going to tell you about. I know I have a tendency to talk a lot, so I think I'm going to take one now and one next time. And by then I'll probably have something more to tell you. So, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll catch up. I'll catch up. I'll catch up with me in reality soon, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, my car has been a topic. I'm pretty sure I have complained about my car before. I don't know if I told you. Let me rephrase that. I don't remember if I told you that my car is well, it has its issues. I probably should have gotten a new car last year. I didn't. I really, really wish now that I had. I really regret not getting a new car. Or let's be honest, I'm not gonna buy a new car. I'm gonna buy a new to me car, as in a used car, because a new car, whew, they are expensive, like pretty much everything else. But to me, I'm gonna stick with new old cars. So they're new for me, but not for whoever had it before me. Does that make sense? I think it does. Point is, my car has problems. It has so many problems. Right now, it has a main problem, and I had taken it to the shop previously and been told that this one specific thing was probably, or they checked it and I was told this is the issue and it has to do with my brakes. And I don't know about you, but I prefer to have proper brakes on my car. It feels safer. So when they're not like, they work, but they don't work to the best of their ability, which they should be, because it's a car. You travel pretty fast, and if you hit something, you'd like to be able to use the brakes and stop before you actually hit something, you know? At least that's how I feel about it. And right now, if I try to just slam the brakes, let's just say that's a bad idea. Which means if you get some surprises, you don't want that. I sure as hell don't want that, at least. So I had taken it in because there were some lamps lighting up on my dashboard, and a whole had to do with the brakes. And they took it in and said, yeah, we can and I had it in like November or something. I know, I should have done stuff earlier, okay? I know, I get it. But I had it in and they checked it and they said this, I don't know the English word for it, but there were some sensors that didn't fully work, that were sending the wrong signals. So I was told I just have to switch out the sensor. Okay, cool. The place I went to that told me this is nowhere near where I live now. So, yeah, I couldn't just go back because that would take a long drive. So I found a place here, or not here, but like half an hour drive, so it's fine. So I went there, or I booked an appointment, said I need to switch from winter to summer tires. I know I'm late, but like, could you do that? And also, I have this sensor thing that needs to get switched out for a new one, so my brakes will work properly again. And they said, yeah, sure, come in, we'll fix it, no problem. So I go and think I'm gonna get it fixed because, I mean, at the first shop they had told me what was wrong, and I had been told what needed to be fixed, and that's the information I relayed to the new place that we're gonna fix it. And they switched out the sensor thing, and it turns out that was not the only problem. In fact, it turns out they didn't really need to switch the sensor because it was some magnetic thing that was in connection to the sensor. That was the real problem, the real culprit, not the sensor itself. Which I didn't know because I don't know much about cars. I mean, I know how to drive a car, but anything that has to do with like problems, I ask other people that knows what they're doing because I do not. So yeah, I went and thought I would get my car fixed. I did not. But they had switched the sensor because that's what I told them. And which means I will have to pay. I haven't paid yet because I have to go back because they have to switch the magnetic thingy that was causing all the problems. But they didn't know that before they switched the sensor because they thought by switching the sensor it would be fine. But when they test drove it after switching the sensor, the problem was still there. And that was something they couldn't know until they actually had switched the sensor, which is fine. It sucks, but it's fine. I get it. Well, I don't technically get it, but I get it. So, yeah, I have to go back there. So my car is still not, I can technically drive it. But, driving a car with brakes you don't really trust, because if you try to hold it in, it stops working all that well, and also it has this noise that like the sound that you like, yeah, I don't think the brakes are supposed to make that sound because they're not supposed to make that sound. I don't know about you, it sounds like that freaks me out. It's the brakes. It's one of the more important things of the car. I could live without the signal light. I would hate it, but I could live without that. Brakes? No, you can't drive a car without brakes. And though mine technically has brakes, I want my brakes on the brakes on my car to be like actual brakes, not just like a technicality. Because that's not a good technicality. You want them to be work. So yeah, that has been an unfortunate event, because I have not been confident in driving my car lately, so I haven't been driving my car. Luckily, where I live, even though I'm quite rural, luckily for me, I like to walk. I have a bike, so I ride my bike, and since I don't go shopping a lot, which I wouldn't have the finances to at the moment anyway, but since I don't go shopping a lot, and I can easily get to my grocery store because there are two grocery stores around here, which I'm very good. I feel like there should be some more, or I'm just partially blind. But yeah, I have been doing okay without my car, but it would be nice to be, to drive it safely again. I'd really, really like that. Ooh, cool. So yeah, my car has to go back again to get an actual fix, not a, oh dear, it wasn't quite what we thought it was gonna be. So that has been something, and yeah, I know it took me months to just book the appointment. Because I'm not crazy about talking on the phone, which may seem weird because hello, but this is not in real time. Though a live would have been, but I don't know. That would be more my choosing. Though technically a phone call would be my choosing, but also I have to. This I don't have to. This is something I just do because why not? And also I want to. And I'm struggling. The lighting is getting worse. Can you tell? It looks pretty decent on camera, from what I can tell. Well, anyway, also, yet again, my legs are starting to want to, I don't know, commit mutiny or something. So now I've told you about my struggles with the car, and my legs are getting uncomfortable to sit on, or more like my, how would I put this? My legs, more like my feet, are starting to fall asleep. I hate that when my legs are falling asleep, or in this case, my feet are falling asleep. And I'm starting to struggle also because lighting. And I really want to see if I can do like is live thing, but also I have no idea when you people that didn't sound that didn't sound the nicest. It wasn't meant as a bad thing. But when you guys are watching, I don't know when you are and when you are not. So it would be, then again, maybe it'll be like a nice little trial live the first time. I'm just talking to my camera as usual and no one is listening on the other side. That might actually be nice as a trial run. And then figure out like timing and whatnot later. That might not be a bad idea. Maybe I should try that first. Make sure no one is like ready to come to my live, on my first live. Is that weird? Then again, I'm a little weird, so it would go right in with a lot of other things I want to do and like to do. So, yeah. Oh gosh, my legs do not want me to continue, so I will. I don't always listen to my legs. I think I'm gonna do that today because I've been working outside my garden too, and that's hard work. I breathe very heavily sometimes after those work sessions outside. I enjoy it, but it is definitely hard work. So yeah, that was part of my car story. Let's see. I keep your fingers crossed for me to hope that the next time I go and they switch the next part of my car, that it, first of all, won't be more problems, that it'll be okay, and then I can like hopefully soon get a new car. And yes, I know I'm gonna spend money by fixing my car and then I want a new car. Yes, because that car has cost me so many expensive problems. It's insane. But I need to have a car. If I ever want to see my parents, I need to have a car. So yeah, and I probably should get a new car because the one I have is getting quite old, and it's in the period of time where it needs a lot of fixing. If it's not one thing, it's the next thing, or another, or a third, or a fourth, or I lost count at this point, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. I've been really excited about starting this puzzle. I thought about waiting till I had a dining room table, but those things are expensive and also hard to find exactly what I want, so I'm sitting on the floor because that's what I do now, apparently. Except when I try to get up. Oh, my legs have not fully fallen asleep, which is, oh dear. Okay, that foot definitely has fallen asleep. Well, it'll wake up at some point, you know? So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to doing this really big puzzle with you, basically. And I hope you have a nice time. I hope you do not have car problems. And that you have had a nice day. So thank you and bye. Just need to get to the camera to turn it off.